John Hill from Landwatch Australia. John's stall, I think, is located over in that corner over there for future notice of when you've got to head over and ask him questions. But watching what matters. Landwatch has supported GrowQ by sponsoring the caps. So make sure you grab a cap if you're heading outside for lunch, because that's where lunch will be located. Don't forget to grab one. John works with his brother James. They've grown Landwatch from a small rural security business to one of Australia's leading remote camera providers. Round of applause for John Hill.
All right, g'day everyone. How you doing? I just want to start off quickly with a bit of a show of hands, just so I know who I'm talking to, so I don't say something you don't need to hear or miss something that you probably did need to hear. So just quickly, does anyone have security cameras of any sort, any nature, anywhere on their property at all? Got a few? Well done. Well done, all of you. Anyone got Landwatch cameras? Oh, very good. Glad to hear it. And the rest of you, I assume you fall into one of two categories. You either have nothing that's worth flogging, which is definitely some of us. I know, like, if you came and took my mower, good luck starting it. You took the horse float, good luck getting away from my wife. And the other category is you just haven't found the right thing yet, or you actually didn't even realize there was something out there that was particularly designed for your place. So that's what me and my brothers do. I've got a couple other brothers and nephews and best mates all working in the company now, because you're right, whoever said that before, it's not a matter of if there's the right people out there, you just got to make a job that's appealing enough for them. So for me, that was just saying, hey, do you want to live on the Sunshine Coast but work in outback Australia? And the next thing, we got them. So that's all there is. Who knew that there was people that wanted to do that? So what we do is we build camera systems that are actually built for where they need to go. Fully built for out here, for in the harsh remote environment that is outback Australia. And we do that by testing them out here. What I'm really excited for is this new camera system. So the one on the front here. So all I'm talking about today, I could talk about rural crime and the ins and outs on how to really protect your place properly. I could talk about that all day. So come and see us up the back there, or when we're having a drink later on, and we'll talk about all the crazy stories of how dumb some crooks are and how smart some crooks are. And if they just got a real job, they'd probably do all right for themselves. But today I want to talk about the Entry Guard Pro, which is this system here. That's on a place down at Blackhall where we do most of our testing. And the Entry Guard Pro is an amazing new camera, literally the first of its kind anywhere in the world. Like, we researched the heck out of it, trying to find something that would actually work on an outback driveway where it's a grid, where someone's flying across really fast. We couldn't find anything, so we built it. And over the last couple of years, that's what we've been doing. The big thing is that you can put it literally where it needs to go. So when it comes to rural security, you need to put the camera right up the front grid. It needs to be right up there. The first thing that they see is your entrance sign, your biosecurity sign, the big Landwatch warning sign, and a dirty great big Landwatch camera. Then hopefully they rack off and go somewhere else rather than coming up. And then if you don't do it this way and have a deterrent factor at the front, then you end up just having good footage of someone flogging your gear. And sorry, I'm talking about rural crime instead of the camera system, but I get carried away sometimes. So the idea needed to be that you don't have power at the front grid, you don't have any 4G, and chances are you probably don't have any Wi-Fi or anything else like that. So you needed a camera that could literally work right there. So that's what we made. If you do have 4G, it'll work on there as well, but hey, who's lucky enough to have decent 4G around? Sorry, Telstra. So we put it right up there where it needs to go, but it needed to be able to pick up a number plate that's a little bit muddy on there. They've got giant spotlights on, too many spotlights on a bull bar because they're compensating for something, and they're hitting it way too fast because they've forgotten that they're meant to be picking up the kids from school, but they were doing something in the shed. So you still want to know if they're meant to be going out, and you still want to know the guys that are flogging in too quick because they're chasing pigs or something like that. So they're hitting the grid too fast. They're covered in a little bit of dust and mud. They've got big spotlights on. I still want the number plate then. I don't want a little image of like, hey, someone went past there, but hey, I've got his tail light was red. Is that enough for you? Like, no, that's not enough. I need the number plate, time and date. I need a good image of the car, stickers on the side, dog box on the back. I want all the detail. So that's what we had to make. And we do that by these two cameras here. You can come have a look on the table over there, but we've got the one on the left is a big number plate camera. Whole point, get the number plate. The one on the right on that side is just getting that general view. So what we do is we put it up nice and prominent, like you can see that guy there, big and proud, not to be missed. Some people will say, no, I want to hide the camera, John. Like, what are you going to do then? Like, get the footage, track him down, go to the bird cage in town, find him, say mean words to him? No, You want to get the details so then you can give it to the cops, but more so you want to deter him from coming in. So we learned a lot today about data and gathering it. We've seen lots of graphs about your genomics and genomics, and I'm trying my best to learn it, but I'm just a kid from the Sunshine Coast, so forgive me. But what I do know is that data is everything, so we did the same thing with our camera. So now we can know, hey, here's a spreadsheet of every number plate that came in. Here's some details of everybody who's driven past there, time and date, and then you go one step further, and you can actually start to name them. All right, here's 473 TKQ. Who takes that? Let's change it to Roo Shooter from Longreach. Or let's change it to, actually that's Jim's, that's Paul's, that's John's, that's that mother-in-law or someone else, just so you know when it comes up. And then what happens is you've got the data then, and you can actually have a bit of a spreadsheet. You sit down the end of the month and go, hang on, that back entry down there, it's had 3 unknown vehicles go through there. What the heck's going on? You can start to look into it. You can say to the manager, hey, are you even checking this? Because we know that we've got the data here. We're not guessing anymore like some people used to do back in the day, and they'd be like, nah, I reckon I know who's come on. I can see the tyre tracks here. I reckon it was a Land Cruiser Ute, split rims, worn on one side. That tells you heaps. Then you can walk down the main street, check out everyone's tyre treads and say it was that guy there. But no, we don't have to do that anymore because we've actually got the details. We've got the data. So we're not guessing. We're actually just using it. So that's what our camera does, and I'm super excited about it because we've started to roll them out, and they're going really well because, as I said, they're literally built to go right in. You can install it yourself. We'll even provide the shifter, and of course the shifter's got a little Landwatch logo on there, so that when your mate breaks down in his Mahindra or something, you can give him a shifter to use, and he can go, oh, Landwatch, what's that? Like, well, let me tell you all about it. So, perfect. I'm really keen to have a chat with all of you afterwards. We've got a little stall there, but hopefully we have a decent dinner outside as well. I'm really looking forward to it. Any questions? Then, yeah, let's go. Yeah, absolutely. You want to jump in there and view it live. A lot of guys will use it to, because it's watching, they say, the letterbox or the school drop-off for the school bus there, so you can jump on and see when the kids are being dropped off. Or you can jump on and be like, hey, my stock shift truck's just arrived. I want to see who like, he's coming in. It's not a truck that I recognize, but yeah, let's jump on it. Any other questions, sorry? Yes, sir.
Connectivity, John. Obviously, you mentioned your mobile networks, but utilising Starlink or
yeah, definitely. Thanks to good old Elon, we've got Starlink. You can see on this one. So that's a Starlink version, which just means obviously you can put it anywhere. There's no way you can't put it. I suppose the only place you could potentially not put a camera there is in the middle of the Daintree, where you can't see the sun or the sky, so nothing's going to work. You'd have to put a little bit of a tower up or something like that. But everywhere out here, it's going to be fine. So 4G, if you've got it, you'll do a little speed test on there. Starlink, if you don't, or if you're chucking heaps of them around the place, talk to us and we can start to link them all together so you're not paying for 27 SIM cards or Starlinks. Amazing. That's all right. Yeah, I know what you mean. As long as we're using point-to-point internet, so Wi-Fi puts out like a bit of a cloud hoping to connect to things. We don't use that for security. We use it for watching Netflix and connect it in a water monitor or something, but we don't use it for security. But we will use point-to-point, so it's properly connected in, yeah. Amazing. Thanks, everybody.